Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel where we cover the news, facts, and sentiments about the crypto market. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, as I've covered in the past, XRP is going to be used as a bridge asset for CBDCs. It's just a natural evolution because right now XRP is being used as a bridge asset for different currencies, from moving money from country to country and creating instant settlements between different countries and different currencies, right? Because you have a lot of different monies out there, and how do they become interoperable? Interoperable, right? You need that bridge asset. And the fact that fiat currencies and the central banks around the globe are moving the fiat currency to a digital format is even more beneficial for XRP because it's all going to be in a digital ecosystem. And a big part of that is R3. It's not just Ripple that's going to be pushing XRP's utility. For payments, it's going to be R3 because, and I'm going to lay all the facts out here, I got the receipts, R3 has 5 billion XRP. I'm going to show you the facts. So follow me here and definitely watch to the end. There's a lot to cover here, but it's important stuff. You as an investor in XRP, you should know the facts, right? So R3 tweeted today, we're excited that Cordablockchain has or was selected for Riksbank, which is a Swiss bank, e-krona solution with Accenture. Read the report for more on this exciting initiative to learn why Corda's unique design features made it the ideal platform of choice. So I'll talk about Accenture and why they're important here. But first, Ripple and R3 were pretty much planning to work with each other for years now. They had a bit of a falling out in early 2018 where they sued each other. The problem here was, well, I should say not the problem, but the whole scenario was Ripple was going to sell R3 5 billion XRP. Long story short, they came to a settlement. As you can see here, this is publicly available news. You can verify it. And pretty much Ripple gave them the R3 the 5 billion XRP. So R3 has 5 billion XRP to work with. So as you can imagine, they're going to leverage it in their payment solutions. And of course, they're going to want the value to go up. If you hold a digital asset, why would you not want? You're incentivized to make it go up. That is just going to reflect great on your books, make the value of the companies and so forth, right? So with that out the way, we know that was resolved. That's kind of old news. So that was September 2018 when they resolved everything. Now, what happened in December of 2018, just a few months later? R3 launches Universal Settler application to facilitate what? Global payments on Corda XRP, the first settlement mechanism. Public news here, guys, all facts, right? Where they talked about the deployment of the Corda Settler and its support for XRP as the first settlement mechanism is an important step in showing how the powerful ecosystems cultivated by two of the world's most influential crypto and blockchain communities can work together. They're working together. They have the XRP. It's clearly stated here. What did they also add to their website? A demo of how XRP is going to be leveraged in the Corda Settler. As you can see here, face value, XRP network. This is kind of an infographic where it shows how this whole ecosystems will work with R3 and Corda Settler. So you have Corda, you have an XRP network, you have the exchange, settlement oracle. Pretty cool demo. I highly recommend you guys check this out. Many of you who are invested in XRP have seen this already. Now, what the hell does Accenture have to do with this, right? Accenture here, which is, you know, they say here on their Twitter profile, improving the way the world works and lives. And they are bullish on XRP and Ripple. Let me show you all facts now, guys, right? Ripple and XRP will continue to grow significantly, believes Accenture's global payments lead. This is from February 2019. So, according to Garrett Wilson, the managing director of global payments at Accenture, this year will bring even higher gains for Ripple. And he talks about how it's going to be leveraged. They talk about how Mercury FX is using it, his predictions and so forth about Ripple. And he said here, he expressed his thoughts on Bitcoin and Ethereum. He said, although most banks will still shun Bitcoin, expect to see cash management products appear that use Bitcoin and Ethereum and are aimed at corporate treasurers. Ripple's network for cross-border transactions will continue to grow significantly, attracting more banks and corporates, leading to rising transaction volumes. And we're seeing that with MoneyGram and Bitso, guys. So he's pretty much correct, and he's talking about XRP here. So very clear from his statements, right? that XRP and Ripple will do well. So they are bullish on Ripple and XRP, and like I said, R3 is leveraging XRP in their payment rails here. And also today, what we saw, the following tweet from R3 again. So they're pushing a certain narrative here. They released the news, but they're also saying, hey, this is what's happening. The world's central banks are now setting out the roadmap for a journey towards digital currencies, as we just talked about, CBDCs. And this is an article which features R3's, here, let me pull it up here for you guys. It's a long article. Todd McDonald. And he talks about central bank digital currencies and how that's going to impact the world and movement of money and so forth and so on. And like I said, guys, there's going to be a need of a bridge asset, which, as you can see from the facts, both Ripple and XRP, both Ripple and R3 have. They have XRP. And R3 has a significant amount. So once again, just to give you some insight here, it's a Swedish bank, riksbanken, and they started to test their e-krona central bank digital currency, also known as a CBDC, and Accenture helped build it on a Cordablockchain, and XRP, of course, is going to be involved here, guys, with the different central bank digital currencies around the globe. We saw the World Economic Forum highlighted that. We saw Ripple employees talk about that and confirm XRP is going to be the bridge asset. And I hope you guys see what I showed you here and the connections. It's all public. It's all facts. This is why I want to share it with you guys. I didn't make this up, and it's on R3's website, guys. It's all there. So hope you guys understand what is taking place. This information about the Swedish bank, central bank digital currency also being built here was covered by Cointelegraph. So this is not any, once again, hidden news, but it's the e-krona, whatever I don't know why they call it that, but, or I guess the krona is the fiat currency name. I should have looked that up. It probably is, but nevertheless, they're all these central banks are going to be moving to CBDC format, and XRP is going to be that bridge asset. I hope you see it. And this, like I said, all this information is public, guys. So really, really cool stuff. Now, moving ahead, Norwegian Air may allow customers to pay with crypto as soon as the spring. Man, crypto is taking off. This industry is taking off. Prices will catch up, guys. Be patient. But to see the infrastructure and all these things being built shows that even the people who have the most to lose because they're investing millions in building the infrastructure, not looking at the current prices. They're looking long term, guys. When clear regulations are passed in the US, when more institutional investors are in, and the full mainstream, the masses are involved. So travelers on Norwegian Air, one of the largest airlines in Europe, will soon be able to pay for flights using cryptocurrencies. In an interview with local business newspaper Norwegian Block Exchange, NBX CEO Stig Kosmatisen said his crypto trading platform had successfully developed payment infrastructure that would allow customers on Norwegian Air to purchase tickets with digital assets. That is awesome, guys. That is really, really awesome. And some of you may be thinking, well, I'm not going to spend my Bitcoin or XRP or whatever. But what you're not thinking about, you're still thinking about now. These people are thinking about later, because they know when the price of Bitcoin goes up, it's not going to be spending Bitcoin. It's going to be spending Satoshis, right? When you think about $100,000 Bitcoin, which I absolutely believe is realistic, you're not going to be spending $100,000 or one Bitcoin. You're going to be doing fractions of a Bitcoin, Satoshis. Likewise with XRP. I did a calculation where I showed XRP within the range of 15 to 20 bucks, right? Imagine XRP at that level, and it's not going to be a lot of XRPs to buy a plane ticket, right? And even when the price even goes higher, right, it's going to be the fractions, the drops, right? You got to think of it from that perspective, the divisible amounts. When the value goes higher, you're going to be using the point something, right? Percentage of a single crypto. So think of it from that standpoint of where we're headed. So this is exciting news here. Bitcoin's Lightning Network is growing increasingly centralized, researchers find. So there's a couple things here. I hold Bitcoin, I hold XRP Ethereum. So I'm not anti-Bitcoin. Bitcoin's utility sucks. However, its store of value use case is legit. it's a hedge against other markets, right? We saw Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse even said that he owns Bitcoin and it's a store value. You cannot ignore that. The day-to-day utility is the developers are trying to solve it with the Lightning Network. However, that's going to make Bitcoin more centralized. And to a degree, it is certainly centralized because of all the mining power in China. We know the US has been trying to steal that. I've been covering that. But the Lightning Network is going to make it a bit more centralized. So I don't know what the Bitcoin maximalists are going to say now, because they like to hammer and throw out there like, oh, you guys have centralized coins, right? And it's like, shut up, just diversify, right? Each coin's going to have its use case. It's not going to be one coin to use them all, to rule them all, I should say. So interesting study here, and the facts are the facts. Now, this is interesting. We don't know. It's a bit of speculating. Morgan Stanley buys E-Trade in a $13 billion deal. The reason why CoinDesk called it out is because there were rumors of E-Trade trying to add cryptocurrency trading, right? We all heard about that. Bitcoin and Ethereum in last year, I think of April 2019, they tried to do that, but we didn't get any additional updates. But it is not far-fetched to think that these people, Morgan Stanley, is going to add cryptos. Robinhood did it. Fidelity did it, right? The rest of them are going to come. Charles Schwab, but they're all going to come, guys. The future of this market is so bright. You got to think long term. You got to look holistically, big picture, not just prices. Prices going to go up and down through market cycles, but it is here. Crypto is here to stay. So guys, what do you think about this news? I think this is awesome. It once again shows the direction we're headed, where XRP is going to be positioned to work with CBDCs. We'd love to hear what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. I will talk to you guys later.